Last words proved a lie. Avalok and Ciri had gone together, he as her mentor, to a portal that had opened within Tor Gavalka, Falca's tower. Ciri entered the tower, prepared to use her powers to end a danger once and for all, to save all worlds from eradication in the grip of the White Frost.
All right, let's go.
Who taught you that?
I stole one on my horse. Well, that happened.
A long time ago.
How long?
Very. Back when I wanted to call myself Geralt Roger Eric Duot Pelagarci.
When did I get this quest? Oh, I'm supposed to ride him? What's going on? I mean, I think that counts as me catching it. What happened? Is it bugged or something?
The king of the Wild Hunt lay defeated.
What the heck?
Ciri with her exceptional gift, her story was hardly done. The sorceresses helped the Witcher determine that Ciri and Avalok were somewhere on Unvik. Geralt and Yennefer set out to find them. Eredin's last words proved a lie. Avalok and Ciri had gone together, he as her mentor, to a portal that had opened within Tor Gavalka, Falca's tower. Ciri entered the tower, prepared to use her powers to end a danger once and for all, to save all worlds from eradication in the grip of the White Frost.
All right, let's go.
Who taught you that?
Vesemir. A long time ago.
How long?
Very. Back when I wanted to call myself Geralt Roger Eric Duot Pelagarci.
So I found the horse, but I can't talk to him. Am I missing something?
The king of the Wild Hunt lay defeated. As to Ciri with her exceptional gift, her story was hardly done. The sorceresses helped the Witcher determine that Ciri and Avalach were somewhere on the Unvik. Geralt and Yennefer set out to find them. Eredin's last words proved a lie. Avalach and Ciri had gone together, he as her mentor, to a portal that had opened within Tor Gavalka, Falca's tower. Ciri entered the tower, prepared to use her powers to end a danger once and for all, to save all worlds from eradication in the grip of the White Frost.
When did I even get this quest?
I'm too old to wander the world.
The king of the Wild Hunt sailed aboard the Naglfar, a giant longship that traveled between worlds. As Gels had advised, the Witcher set out to find the Sunstone, an artifact needed to draw Eredin into a trap.
Really? Let's save it. God damn it.
So, that's with me.
bait. Too thick. Push him in the sea. Come on.
Who's next? Who wants to taste Skelliger steel?
That kick. Who's the salad bar? There. I should have done it before.
What happened to them?
The white frost.
Damn it. There he is.
Wait. Gavaris Tabel. Keep near me.
What happened to them?
The white frost.
Damn it. There he is.
Wait. Gavaris Tabel. Keep near me. Damn! Dismantle. No. Agora. I'm.
Geralt, where's... Nearby. Shut up. I've heard enough. Think I'm gonna fall for that? No chance. You're wrong. Trusted you once. Won't make that mistake again.
I am not your foe. I am merely helping Cirilla.
I don't believe you. Can't.
William. Avalok.
Didn't think it worthwhile to tell me? Warn me of your plans?
I'm sorry.
Leave with me, please. Why then?
The white frost. The prophet. I'm leaving.
No, we can't ever support her decision.
You don't have to make this sacrifice.
You're wrong. The white frost is inevitable. It will come to freeze the worlds one after the other, eradicating all life. Only I can stop the destruction. I've given it much thought and made...
There's gun.
Look, this is my...
Guess we supported this time.
Perhaps I should have told you. I see now you might have understood.
Know you better than you think. Don't keep me waiting.
Yeah, made the... Dim.
You...
Oh, fuck.
Where we...
Get out.
Old man always had a soft spot for them. You could sense I was a family man. A man of peace. Geralt. Geralt.
What's...
Well. I'm glad. Oh, that...
Get out, pal.
Yes?
Geralt.
Oh!
Gun cold.
Hey! Bloody hell! Ow! Blowing ear pits! Help me!
So I just ran by this guy, I guess.
To think the nag would know me after all these years. They're smart, grow attached, a bit like people. Saw officers weep for their fallen mounts, though wailing women and crying babes didn't move them one bit.
Which side do you fight for?
Like most, my own. Fought to stay alive. Dying's all the same. Dirt and shite, be it under the Redanian eagle or the Imperial sun. No glory in it.
Been away long?
A year. Not quite. But it feels like more, let me tell you.
They force you to join?
Nah, I was eager to fight. Thought I'd bring home more than just the scars on my back. Did see a chunk of the world, though. Some mammoth battles, a few famous generals from afar. Didn't see the Emperor take Novigrad, though I don't regret it. Beautiful city. But I wonder what awaits me back home.
Glad to see the horses in good hands.
The best. His owners. Do you miss me, Golden, huh? Do you miss me?
I'd say he did. Bolted off soon as he sensed you. Toppled anyone in his way.
Do you mark anyone calling after him? Ploughing an armpit. But one man here curses so odd, my neighbour, Mirko. Gave him Golden to care for when I left. What a go... Here. Token of my
So do you take the horse?
Any tidings from Vizima?
Yeah, which way am I going? So really, if I find Ciri, I fail that quest way before that.
Who's this? Hubrecht! That explains why Golden was so frisky.
Oh.
Bucking like a horsefly bit him.
Good to see you, Mirko. You've not changed a bit. Not a smidgen.
Inside with you. Throw off your cloak, set yourself by the hearth. I'll just tie Golden off and be back in a flash with a flask.
May the sun shine upon you. Kings do the fighting, but peasants do the dying.
Got a lump of bread today.
Out on a hunt, Master Witcher? Thought you'd clear the area of beasts your last time through.
Rabbit hunting this time.
Ah, maybe as you were.
Oh, the Nilfgaard guys are gone now. Yeah, they're closely missed. All TLC stuff.
He's gone.
Mad she had to wait.
No, eager to rope.
Make a good hunter.
Nah, probably
Where'd she...
not from.
Farewell. Not up. What now?
Nothing.
We'll head east.
Keep on.
Are you actually interested?
Absolutely.
Not that rare. Venture to say we'll have to slay a couple more before we get back to Kaer Morhen.
Come.
Oh, that's interesting. Do we actually get to see the griffin nest? Did you say yes to it?
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow at sunup then. Work you hard like I did in the good old days. Probably been a while since anyone showed you just how much you still have to learn. Almost there.
Oh yeah, does that mean we skipped the fishing section? There's a fishing section that's nice too.
Careful now.
This is no time for you to lecture me.
Siri, wait. There's something in there. Siri.
What?
Ahead. You're right. Siri,
I'm sorry.
wanna head back? Alright.
Oh, we just changed the order of things. Alright.
We bring Dandelion a nice fat perch and he just might forget about the rabbit stew.
Oh shit.
I'll be damned.
Should we go?
No, no way. Lake's gotta be full of perch, bream, or pollard. Fresh pollard. Would you like that?
I wouldn't mind some, but do we plan to wait here until he leaves?
No. We'll scare him off.
How?
I'll improvise. Wait here. An old witcher's trick for tough winters. Not terribly subtle, but
Effective.
remember, don't ever do this. All right, let's go.
Who taught you that?
Vesemir. A long time ago.
How long?
Very. Back when I wanted to call myself Geralt Roger Eric Duot Belagarcy.
What?
Tell you about it tonight.
And about the time you broke your leg after wagering you'd jump off the roof of Kaer Morhen and land a horse's back?
How do you even know about that?
Eskel told me. But I want to hear you tell it. I'm certain you have a rational explanation. You never gave me piggyback rides at Kaer Morhen, remember? Vesemir was the only one willing. Remember me training on the pendulum? How I feared I'd never manage. Yet you forbade me from giving up. I was black and blue practically all the time. pendulum was a nightmare.
How can I forget?
Those months at Kaer Morhen, they passed so quickly. I wish we'd spent more time together then. They're here. I know you did. I realized.
You could have told me.
I wanted to, but I didn't know how.
So, I didn't... Is this what you want?
Yes. You'll not try to stop.
Traveled half the... You'll be...
We needn't say goodbye.
Of course we don't.
I don't know when we'll see each other again.
You know where to find me.
You can't possibly stay at Kaer Morhen all the time.
Makes no difference. You'll find me.
True.
Remember what I taught you. Never know. Could be useful there too.
She gets that cool white horse. Past the trial.
The Third Northern War ended. The invader from the south achieved complete victory. Robbed of Radovid's tactical genius, the northern realms could not withstand Ymir's countless legions. Black banners appeared over Novigrad and all Redania. Weary of rebel raids, Ymir Varemris conceded, restoring Temeria as a realm in liege to the Empire.
Nice.
When the guerrillas laid down their arms, the Emperor shifted his forces to other fronts. Through Nilfgaard's victory, Temerians got their country back, and history, once again, proved a consummate trickster. Having dealt with Radovid, Ymir of Varemris did the same with enemies domestic. The Emperor's loyal spies named all who had conspired against him, traitors, soldiers, and aristocrats alike. Though their mutiny had only been a murky plan, the Emperor showed no mercy, as was his wont. While the continent bled engulfed by war, Skellige bloomed under Ceres's enlightened rule. Unlike those who had come before her, the young queen did not raid foreign shores, looking instead to her people, tending to her land. The island-bound nation prospered, though its fangs of yore were dulled. After years in exile, Ciri returned to Nilfgaard, her paternal home, where Ymir prepared to name her his successor. The woman had the necessary qualities, From her father, she'd inherited an empress's political instincts. From Geralt, she had gained a sense of simple human decency. Few monarchs boast both traits, which is quite a shame. While monarchs moved borders and populations, Geralt and Yennefer lived a calm, quiet life, far from all things political. They breakfasted well after noon, more often than not in bed, and passed the days on lazy strolls and long conversations. Boring, you say? Perhaps. But both had sought this more than anything else.
Who's that? Am I supposed to recognize that guy? Is that Zoltan? Ooh, bad luck with that guy. Pictures repeat. Five writers. Still can't say those cast. Oh, please don't list all of them. Cast is smaller than you think it would be.
If you're new to this, I appreciate that they let you skip that lengthy sequence if you're coming to this afterwards. That is always a valuable thing. Yes. But something goes wrong because, Ciri ends up running away. She's really angry about the way something went in training. And then Geralt noticed, hey, there's something, what's wrong with this dummy? He pulls a patch of cloth off of it and there's a body inside. And then it begins to snow and Geralt sees an armored figure that calls him the White Wolf approach and attack a frozen Ciri. And
everyone is frozen.
Yes.
And it has an element of that, like, running in slow motion to prevent a tragedy in a dream.
Yes.
Kind of thing, And the dummy, bleeding is such a cool, surreal little bit. That in the Witcher, like, lore interpretation community, it is, people keep talking about what this symbolizes, because as it turns out, this is a dream that you have about Ciri, and what that dummy symbolizes. But that idea of attacking a dummy and having it be like, straw covering a human body, is super cool.
Yeah, it's like biting into an apple and finding out that it's full of teeth.
Yeah, or it's got a body. So we pan out. This turns out to be a dream, as I mentioned. You're explaining it to Vesemir,
right? Because this is a mystical world, and dreams can have significance, for them. And
so
turns out that none of that really happened. Like Yennefer was never at Kaer Morhen. Triss was. We're gonna meet Triss later. But this was kind of Geralt assembling a preferable past. Before it ultimately led to, essentially this anxiety dream about the horrible end that he fears for Ciri.
That's true. He was with Yennefer for all that time. Why didn't she ever visit his home?
As you're kind of talking about this, and you get back to the matter at hand, which is presented with the opening cutscene that you're looking for Yennefer, ghouls attack. So you get to fight some ghouls. Right. You'll fight lots of ghouls.
There are lots of ghouls, necrophages, drowners, etc.
Drowners are probably the most common monster in this whole game. There are monsters that have kind of interesting things about fighting them. Yes. I think this game gets kind of a bad rap for how, people shit on the combat as being very simple. Ghouls are not that, though.
No.
Ghouls kind of just leap is their thing. Right. So, and Al-Ghouls are tougher.
Yeah, Al-Ghouls have a little bit more of a tenacity to them, as it is. Yeah. Regular ghouls, even at this early stage of the game, kind of exist to show off the dismemberment feature of this engine.
Yep. And as we get to different monsters, the first time we encounter them, if there is kind of a gimmick, we'll talk about it. So this kind of starts your first main quest in this prologue chapter, Lilac and Gooseberries.
So the extended tutorial of this game, the prologue, is its own world map, which, if you remember last episode, I said, I thought this was just the world of the game. Nope, this is a tiny fraction of it.
Yes. It's pretty big. This main quest when you're going through, that is the scent that is on the letter. That's how Yennefer smells. And she mentions that you could head to this village to meet her.
Right. But when you get there, it turns out that it's been razed to the ground.
Yeah.
Because as we said, this was the site of a gigantic battle between Nilfgaard and the local forces.
On your way there, we get this little bit of foreshadowing here, and just kind of introducing how the Witchers work in the world a little bit more. So we find this griffin devouring a merchant's horse, and the merchant there, you kind of chase the griffin off. There are corpses everywhere, and the merchant says, like, hey, we can, thank you for saving me, and you can say, like, hey, a little coin would be nice. We did some work for you.
Yeah, and he says, I've got no coin, and also I think maybe they hung the alderman, so there's no contract for that. Maybe you can talk with the Nilfgaardians, with the black ones, because they run run this joint.
Yes. Yep. So you head to this White Archer Inn there, and this is another little kind of introducing you to a lot of things. There's a scholar in the bar that will teach you about Gwent, if you want to do Gwent. There are a couple of people you can just kind of ask about things, and this gives you your first time of using Oxy to confuse their minds and stuff, and make them say,
the way you said Oxy made it sound like Oxy, like you say cotton.
Yeah, I'm real into Oxy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that.
That's right.
I should say it like the Bronx.
Yeah, lean into your Chicago accent, Gary.
They probably should. Why you must be going with your accent to know?
One of the things I love about this inn and the scene you get here, you've got this conflict between the patrons and the barkeep. She has taken down the sigil with the Temerian lily and replaced it with the sigil for the sun for Nilfgaard. And they're like, oh, I'm not going to drink under that fucking sun.
Yeah, the local drunks, aren't having it.
No, they're very patriotic, very local.
Yeah, and one of the things that this first chapter does really well, and I think it does really well in general, is show what some of the consequences of war for like real people, for the small folk in Game of Thrones terms. This innkeeper doesn't, obviously has a horse in this race, but isn't a patriot. Doesn't is just trying to survive.
Right.
So is caught in the middle of this.
Yeah. If she keeps those lilies up, she's fucked. Because essentially the police and the emperor are going to come down on her. There's a sense of going along to get along here.
Yeah.
So they don't like the sun. They also don't take too kindly to them witchers.
No. So they will, as you can kind of step in during this conflict, they will start a fight with you. Which, the way that in general that I play Geralt is that I don't, he doesn't. The two things that always get punished by being murdered is being tricked. So anybody who tries to take you for a ride's got to go.
Yep.
And if somebody does challenge me, that's on them.
Yeah.
They fucked up.
You walked into that knife.
Yeah, they walked in. I'm just going to do this with my two swords. If you walk forward, So these guys got to go.
Yeah. I like how this introduces the limitation of your mind trick because it can seem like a win button. However, like we said last episode, if you don't have it upgraded, it only works on one person at a time.
Yeah.
And the other person will see, oh my gosh, she's crawling inside of our heads. This is why we don't trust witchers.
Yeah, and we gotta take them out. So this is turned into a big fight for me. When you ask the innkeep, and the innkeep isn't gonna thank you for that. You just made she's screaming and freaking out. But you when she comes out and you talk to her, you ask her about Yennefer. She doesn't know about Yennefer. She says, hey, ask some locals. You run into a man named Gaunter Dim. Who's that's very interesting. He is a character in Hearts of Stone.
Oh.
A major character in Hearts of Stone. So look forward. I didn't know that was a Dark Tower reference. Boy, cool. I like Hearts of Stone, man.
I'm sure I will.
It's extremely good. Gaunter Dim is one of my favorite characters in this whole endeavor.
Nice.
Here, he's very unassuming.
Right. Just kind of like a townie. He recognizes Geralt and, by proxy, Yennefer, by the description, because Geralt and Yennefer are sung up.
They're fake.
Right, they are, they basically part of the meme, almost. Yeah, because there's a poet that, Geralt runs with and occasionally saves, mostly saves, named Dandelion, who writes songs about him.
Yeah, we'll be dealing with Dandelion later. And he says, hey, she rode in the nearby Nilfgaardian camp here.
Yeah.
Head that way. And, if I should ever see you again, and you're in a position to do a favor for me,
So where is this going to drop me now? One second, I dropped my nail clipper. Princess. Okay. Oh, yeah. Gonna pet some puppy tummy. Good girl, good princess. Let's see, you have unlocked the ability to start a new game plus. To do so, create a new game. Choose new game plus option, select the save you create. Nice. Hey, roach. Handy, that's where I wanted to go anyway. I hear you don't keep your Gwent cards if you go to New Game Plus. I think that's a terrible decision.
The will?
Craft some. Thanks. So long.
Here, bugs. Okay, there's a whole bunch of them. Why do you go for swords? We're starting off with a boss already. Near monster, but I didn't take a trophy or anything there, looks like. Oh, the three ghosts upon the fountain. Oh, that sucks. Do a little grave robbing while I'm here. Oh, such a simplistic quest.
The world's not.
Thanks. So
I need to get that quest. It wasn't a treasure hunt. Secondary quest. Oh, that's all there is to that story. Alright, I'm gonna go play with my dog and do some chores.